My affair partner got divorced. I got divorced. We're going to marry. I've been with my affair partner for 2.5 years. I don't even know if I can call this infidelity, because I had already told my wife that I wanted a divorce even before I ever met my affair partner. But she refused to grant me a divorce, and I eventually found someone who treated me much better than she ever did. I got caught though, and she made my life a living hell. My wife thought she could threaten me and embarrass me to keep me from divorcing her. She thought that by snooping through my phone and printing out my text messages and using those communications to blackmail me, I would give in and go back to her. F that. She thought that by telling my affair partner's husband about us, this would end the relationship. That didn't work either, because my affair partner was unhappily married too, and also wanted a divorce. She thought that serving me divorce papers would scare me into going back to her. But she did me a favor because I had already told her I wanted out. She thought she could drag out the divorce and make it as painful and expensive as possible to make me give up. But she could not stop the hands of time. She thought she could turn my friends and colleagues against me. But they don't care because they're too busy living their own lives. And if they believed her bullshit, I would cut them out of my life. To my former wife. I'm really not a bad person. But I warned you. I told you how I wanted to be treated. We tried marriage counseling. I told you about love languages and personality types, and what I wanted from you in order to feel secure and satisfied in the relationship. But you wouldn't listen. You continued to take me for granted and verbally awes me. I gave you a good and comfortable life, but you always wanted more. You made me feel guilty for having my own wants and needs, and for asking you to help satisfy these needs. I warned you. And then one day, I finally had enough and told you I wanted out. Congratulations on being a vindictive bee. Your desire to go scorched earth against me and my affair partner and spy on us, and threaten us only succeeded in creating a united front that brought me and my affair partner even closer together as we joined forces to stop your bullshit. Do you not realize that no amount of spying and threatening can trump another person's free will? Have fun shopping and reading the text messages you stole. Maybe you'll get a hint about how I wanted to be treated. Oh, and guess what? My affair partner got divorced 6 months ago, and has been waiting for me ever since. Today, I got a notification from my attorney that my divorce was finalized too. So now my affair partner is divorced, and I'm divorced. And we're going to effing get married. And no amount of snooping, blackmailing, or gossiping is going to stop us. F you. I realize that most affair partner relationships end in failure, disappointment, or slowly fading away. But there is also the chance that both people's goals and desires are sincerely aligned. Actions always speak louder than words. My affair partner and I are going legit, and I can't wait. Edit. If it matters, my affair partner and I have been living together for a year now. Our compatibility is great. And as a result of the ex-wife's desire to destroy me, my affair partner and I were able to see just how far we were willing to go for each other. The ex-wife put my affair partner and me in a situation that allowed us to confirm multiple times how much we could trust and rely on each other. Will my affair partner cheat on me? Who knows? I know there's always a risk with this stuff, but I'm not going to let that stop me from taking a chance. Everyone only has one life to live, so go out there and live it. I'm tired of living in fear of what might go wrong. What might go right is what I'm more interested in. This is not a rebound. My affair partner did not replace my ex-wife. I was finished with my ex-wife even before I ever met my affair partner for the first time. My ex-wife just wouldn't accept no for an answer and tried to shame and threaten me into not leaving her. It didn't work. I'm free. 6-month update. My affair partner and I both got divorced. And now we're married. I don't know if this post belongs in our divorce or our legit after adultery. But I'm posting it in adultery since this is where I posted my original message about 7 months ago. Background. I was in an unhappy marriage 15+ years, and I had asked for a divorce repeatedly, but my ex-wife refused. She tried to reconcile with me, but I was done, and I told her I was not interested in trying to fix things anymore. I later found my affair partner, and an actual relationship developed. Again, the affair partner entered my life after I had already checked out of my marriage and told my ex-wife I was finished. After an initial period of denial and trying to win me back, my ex-wife resorted to snooping around and looking through my phone while I was asleep. She even went as far as installing a keylogger, and she found all my text messages, private photos, etc. But instead of using this information to confirm that the marriage was finished and that she should initiate divorce proceedings, she decided to try using this information as a way of blackmailing me into not divorcing her. She thought she could shame or embarrass me into staying with her. Otherwise, my secret would get out, and she would tell my job about who I was meeting and tell our children what I did. F that. That kind of bullshit is why I wanted out of the marriage. It sure as hell wasn't going to make me want to stay with her. My ex-wife even sued my affair partner. What a waste of money, especially since I had no desire to reconcile and tried to turn our mutual friends against me. But I just didn't care. I simply cut them off. Anyway, my affair partner and I had a great connection that went beyond the physical. There were lots of day-long dates that were only possible because I could take lots of time off from work because of COVID and telework days. My affair partner was also unhappily married, and we both fantasized about what our lives would be like together if we both ditched our baggage and gave ourselves a chance. Our backgrounds and personalities were not similar, but we always had fun together. We treated each other well, and we followed through on our words with concrete actions. She was doing all the things that I had implored my ex-wife to do or not to do. I was happy with this person. About 2 years after I met my affair partner, she got divorced. And about 5 months after that, I got divorced too. My divorce was nasty and super expensive, like really expensive, as in 6 figures, but I still won my freedom. My affair partner and I got married less than 2 months after my final order of divorce was entered. By this point, we had already been living together for about a year since the ex-wife and I were no longer living under the same roof, so I knew our compatibility went well beyond fun dates and secrecy. My affair partner and I have now been married for a little over 6 months, and things are going very well. It feels liberating to be able to walk around together in public without worrying about anyone seeing us. No more code words. No more creative excuses. No more sitting in booths way in the back of restaurants. Every morning I wake up next to this unbelievable woman, whom I met under the unlikeliest of circumstances. Nobody gave us a chance. People would say things like, "He's going to leave when the next pretty girl comes along," or "She'll find another guy with a fatter wallet and dump you," or "One of you is going to cheat on the other person eventually." We tuned the naysayers out and continued treating each other well. Now when we go out, complete strangers sometimes approach us and tell us what a beautiful couple we are. It's amazing what inner happiness does for you. We are now expecting our first child, and we are thrilled to be starting our own family. I don't have any advice to offer in particular. Maybe just a little inspiration. We are all in this forum for different reasons. Some of us just want to F. I won't judge. Some of us don't want to leave our marriages, so we go outside our marriages to get the thing that's missing from inside the marriage: affection, validation, appreciation, etc. And some of us genuinely want to leave our marriages, are in the process of doing so, or are waiting for the right time to do so. In my case, my affair partner wasn't really an affair partner. She became my actual girlfriend. I left my ex-wife because I wanted to leave her, not because I found a new girlfriend. That's the fatal misunderstanding my ex-wife still has to this very day. Even to this day, she still blames my affair partner for the demise of our marriage, but my affair partner had nothing to do with that. Anyone who tries to get her own husband fired for adultery, and who thinks some racy chat messages and naked photos will silence me and make me want to stick around is clearly delusional. Anyway, when people ask for a divorce, it's probably already too late to save the marriage. In my case, I had explicitly asked my ex-wife for a divorce. I told her directly that she should not trust me anymore. I told her I was not loyal to her anymore, but for whatever reason, she thought I wasn't serious, or that if she turned on the sexual charm again, that would be enough to keep me interested in her. She also thought that when people get married, they stay married for life. But marriage is never an excuse to treat your spouse badly, nor is it an excuse to just unconditionally accept whatever BS your spouse throws at you. Everyone has a right to be treated with respect, and everyone has a right to be happy whatever form that takes. And for the people who say, "Once a cheater, always a cheater," I'm not interested in effing you so you can breathe a sigh of relief and take your negativity and moralizing elsewhere. Sometimes these relationships really do have a happy ending. In the comments, single solid 15340. Funny how the people who claim marriage is forever sure know multiple ways of attempting to manipulate the sacred union because of the paperwork involved. Congratulations to you on unapologetically finding your happiness with a new spouse. OP. That's right. Just because you're married, that doesn't give you license to oz your partner or treat them like crap. And just because you're married, that doesn't mean you are obligated to sit there and take the oz like a punching bag. Marriage only works when both people have the same goal. Deleted. This sounds crazy and chaotic. Maybe this works for people who didn't actively seek out an affair. It simply happened due to consequences. However, I can't imagine the chronic cheaters would work out. OP. Yeah, this probably makes a difference. I wasn't looking for an affair partner, and I've been faithful ever since my affair partner and I got married. And I trust my affair partner too. We were both just trapped in unhappy or toxic marriages and wanted out. We weren't cake eaters or serial cheaters. I think that's a common misperception when it comes to these kinds of relationships. Some of us are serial adulterers. Some of us are lonely souls looking for a meaningful human connection. And others are in bad relationships that they know they should leave and end up finding someone else they genuinely like, with the problem that perhaps they met each other too soon before they actually got divorced. Thank you for watching the video.